going to dry fry the minced beef. Most people put oil in and then put the onions in. I prefer to do it this way because it helps get the fat out of the meat. It takes a while to do. And then I'll drain the fat off and then I'll add the onions and cook the onions in the residual fat from the meat, so I'm not actually adding any more fat. Because we've all got to watch our weight, haven't we? Oh dear. And as I cook it, I just sort of mash it because I don't like minced beef when it goes into great big clobby lumps. I think it's horrible. I always make a lot of this because then you can put half of it away for another day. And it always tastes better the second day because the spices have infused. Drink. Now if you get a lot of fat out of this, you need to drain it out because sometimes when you buy beef from the supermarket, you can have a lot of water and fat in it. Depends on the quality that you get. And actually this one has actually got hardly any fat, so I won't need to drain anything out. I'm going to add the onions. And the heat is actually on quite high, so I'm going to just turn it down a bit. I'm going to add a whole chopped onion. Stir that round. And I'm going to add 2 sticks of chopped celery, and I've actually used the leaves as well. No waste. A nice clove of garlic. I actually grow these myself. It's the only thing I can grow in my garden, in my vegetable patch, is garlic. And they come up nice and big and juicy. Stir that around. Now we're going to add the chilli. Now I like to leave my seeds and all the membrane in because I like my chilli very hot. I don't normally smile this much when I'm cooking. I'm just going to let that cook for a couple of minutes until the onions and the celery have softened. So we leave that for a little while. Now that the onions are all softened and slightly transparent, see? We're going to add the dry ingredients. That's 2 teaspoons of cumin, 2 teaspoons of dried coriander, and 3 teaspoons of Kashmiri chilli powder, hot powder. Now I like it hot. If you don't like it hot, put less in. We stir those, just cook them in for a little bit. To release the spices. And now I'm going to add the all-important kidney beans. Now these are kidney beans in chilli sauce, because again you don't need to use the chilli sauce, but it just adds an extra kick to it and it makes the sauce nice and rich. I add flageolet beans because I like the colour. And that's the only reason I have them. They taste nice, they're sweet, slightly sweet, and they look really nice with the red kidney beans. It just makes it look pretty. Mix those in. And 400 grams of chopped tomatoes. 2 tablespoons tomato puree. An oxo cube. There we go. And now I'm going to add half a pint of water from my kettle. By doing the oxo cube first, I'm doing it this way, I don't have to wash my jug up because I'm lazy. I can just put it on the draining board and put it away for later. I'll add salt. I use 2 of these little scoops because it's sea salt. That's about a teaspoon of ordinary salt. And I'll taste it later to check whether it needs any more salt. A bit more pepper. Because you can never have too much pepper. There we go. And that's it. And now I'm going to bring it up to the simmering point, which on this hob is very quick. There we go, see it's beginning to simmer. Now that's done, I'm going to put the lid on and turn the heat down. I'll turn it down to, on here I turn it down to about 3, and I'll just leave it on a low heat for about half an hour, and then it's ready to serve. Right, it's now been cooking 30 minutes. The sauce has gone nice and thick. I'm just going to add some coriander. Now quite often when you buy coriander you have some left over. And if I have it left over I just freeze it. Chop it up and freeze it, and the next time you need coriander you've just got it in a tub in the freezer. I know it's really stupid, but I love adding this green to this red. It just looks so pretty. And now it's ready to serve. Now I serve this just with plain boiled rice. I'm very lucky, I've got a rice cooker. There we go, look at that. And that noise you hear behind, if you can hear it, is my son building a fire pit. And that's my dog. As you can see, I've got plenty left. And I will have that either tomorrow or the day after, or I'll freeze it and it gives me a day off. And that's it. And we're going to serve it with cheese, creme fraiche and guacamole. It's nice and spicy. If you want the recipe, look in the description below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed your chilli.